Sam Groth, he's a man who we've followed over the last few years. We know he's got a serve that can be thumped down at 263 kilometres an hour. We know he played with the Vermont Eagles in 2011 in the AFL. What more do we know about Sam? Well, let's learn right now.
I think I am friendly. I think I'm quite outgoing and loud sometimes. I just love the one-on-one battle of it. You know, no matter who I play on any day, I have a chance to win. I'm a massive Sydney fan. I'd love for all those boys to follow me. I think in his younger day, Dolph Lundgren probably would have played me quite well. You know, I actually get compared to Drago from Rocky IV or Dolph Lundgren quite a lot. You know, my mates at home all in Albury all call me Drago. So if you could find an early version of Dolph Lundgren, I reckon he'd probably get the leading role. My Spotify playlist has a very random selection. You know, sometimes I put my music on and the guys look at me like, you cannot be serious. And as stupid as it sounds, you know, I've had a bit of bloody Taylor Swift tapping around in my head. I'm an Aussie at heart, you know, I love throwing a bit of meat on the barbecue, and I actually find it quite relaxing spending time out there cooking it as well.
He's a really good fellow. We've spent some time with him over the last few days, he and Ben Mathias around the hallways, and it's a big opportunity for him tonight. As we said, he played football for the Vermont Eagles 12 games back in 2011 when he was having a bit of a hiatus from tennis. He's an everyday Joe from Narrandera. He's 27 and he's in good form at the moment.
Australia, please welcome Sam Groth. His opponent, also from Australia, Lleyton Hewitt.
Well, he's played in this tournament 10 times before. He's played Australians 8 times in those 10 years. Lleyton Hewitt has never been beaten by a fellow Aussie in Adelaide or here in Brisbane. It's going to be another Aussie win one way or another. These two men are up next here in Brisbane. We're all missing the football, that is for sure. April 2nd, the Blues versus the Tigers at the MCG. Rory Sloane, he will play against the Roos in the opening encounter. They won their premierships in 97 and 98, as Fitzy said today. The same year as Pat Rafter won his US Open titles, and Fitzy's alongside Todd Woodbridge in the commentary box. And Fitzy, Rory Sloane, he's one of the best the Crows have had for a long time.
How can you not love him, Hamish? You have to.
I love him. He's one of the greats.
We've all got it for...
Massive man crush.
We've all got it for Rory. No, he'll have a big year. He's good enough. I think he's good enough to win a Brownlow one day, Rory Sloane. And he's modest.
Oh, you've become a footy.
A bit unlike us.
You've become a footy commentator now, have you?
Yeah, no, it'll be great. Looking forward to the footy. Looking forward to the Crows. Who do you follow, by the way?
St Kilda. They're coming back. They're coming back, Fitzy. It's a long way to come back, but they're coming back, aren't you, boys?
All right. Well, we've got a good match on our hands here tonight. So this will be exciting. Lleyton starting another year, on another calendar year in his long, illustrious career. And it's wonderful to see this young man, Sam Groth, Todd. He's come a long way in the last 12 or 18 months. He's really matured. He's starting to believe in himself. He's in the top 100 for the first time in his life. And he's a realistic chance to win matches at all of these tournaments now.
Well, he's the sort of player, Fitzy, that you do not want to see up the other side of the court, because he doesn't give you a lot of rhythm. He bombs serves. He gets through service games quickly. And he can rattle opponents. Be interesting to see whether he can rattle Lleyton tonight. Just have a look at the ranking there. 84. Sam Groth ranked 85. So only one ranking point separating them. But there's a ton of experience. And some people, and I asked the question just a moment ago, why his ranking had fallen to that. If you'll recall, last year the Brisbane International was played a week earlier, so Lleyton's victory here has actually fallen off the calendar. So last week he was ranked around about 50, 51, 52 in the world, and he's fallen back 30 places. So Lleyton said in a press conference earlier in the week that rankings don't mean anything to him anymore. He's just playing to go out there to get wins under the belt and play specific tournaments this year. He plans chance to play another calendar.
Well, to keep your ranking high, Todd, you have to play a lot. You have to play a lot of weeks during the year.
You certainly do. 35 to 38 weeks you've got to travel on the road. You're going to play a full calendar. He's not quite prepared for that now with a family of 3, but he's still playing quality tennis. As they take their serves, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back for the start of this match between Lleyton Hewitt and Sam Groth. Beautiful evening here in Brisbane. And all the fans that may not be able to get a seat inside the stadium are watching on the big screen outside. Has this tournament become such a draw card to the locals, Betsy? It just keeps going from strength to strength. We need a bigger stadium.
Well, I think it's the perfect size stadium, actually. It's a beautiful atmospheric place to watch tennis in. And there's Lleyton's box there. There's the great man. Well, couple of great men. Tony Roach on the left in the front there, but the great Adam Scott too here following Lleyton tonight. And gee, what a player he's turned out to be.
First set, Sam Groth to serve. Ready.
A couple of other great men there too. A couple of young tennis people we know. Sam to serve.
We're going to see a few of those. That's the first ace for Sam.
Well, that's just warming up. That was 209 kilometres an hour, but I think he just rolled his arm over there.
Love.
This will be an interesting matchup because, you know, I always remember Pete Sampras playing Andre Agassi, one of the best returners of serve ever. But Pete used to hit the ball so accurately that so often Andre couldn't get his racket on the ball. I thought Lleyton Hewitt returned Pete Sampras's serve better than Andre did, and partly due to his foot movement.
There's a really great promo that's happening here this week, and it's called Ace of Hearts, and it's for raising funds for Ronald McDonald's House. So every ace that's served this week out on Pat Rafter Arena, $100 is being donated to Ronald McDonald House. So already 100 under the belt from that first ace. 2. I missed the second. I was reading that note. Make that 3. And have a look at the variety on that one. Short kicking. He didn't use all the power. He used the accuracy to go with it.
Imagine what house you would have had, Todd, if you'd had that serve. It's just a beautiful action, isn't it?
And a comfortable hole for Groth in the opening game. He leads 1-love.
Well, easy hole. Let's hear from Lleyton. We spoke to him about playing Sam.
Yeah, it'll be a tough match. I've never played Sam before. I've practiced with him a little bit over the years. You know, he's had a great second career, I guess. He gave up tennis there for a couple of years, and you know, he had some injury worries, and he's been able to fight back. He's worked really hard to put himself in a position to be, you know, well inside the top 100 now, and can get into all these tournaments on his own merit, which is fantastic. Obviously, everyone knows he's got a massive serve, and that's his biggest strength. And yeah, I've got to try and go out there and counter punch and get as many balls back as possible, and try and make it feel uncomfortable out there for him.
Love.
Started off well, Grothy, hasn't he? And you know, with a serve like that, it must give you so much confidence that at least you're going to have a respectable score, no matter which way you look at it. And if you can put a few good games together on return, then you're a realistic chance to win. But you can't imagine that he would win more rallies from the back than Lleyton will in this match. That's Lleyton's forte.
Well, the one thing that Lleyton needs to be careful of, Fitzy, is he doesn't get tentative. Because when you're playing a guy like Groth, you feel like you just need to roll the ball in the court, keep it in, and maybe he'll make an error. But that can lead to short balls, and it can lead to danger. A little bit of trouble with the toss early on. A little low, that one hooking.
Great tennis from Sam Groth. Wow, this is one heck of a start. He's barely missed a ball, Sam, so far.
15-40.
So he's got the power from the back.
Well, one thing he did say, I had a good chat to him a couple of days ago when the draw came out. He said, the thing with Lleyton is I don't need to be scared of him belting me off the court. I can take my time and be patient.
Yeah. That's a good thought process. Well, he misses it, but I like the play. That's what he should do, because even for a great player, and I don't use that term lightly, no one can argue that this man, Lleyton Hewitt, is not a great player. Even the great ones, they get their heart rate up a little bit when they know they're under the pump, down a break point, second serve, and their opponent's going to take a slash at the return. That's pretty scary.
So Groth gets the early break, forcing tennis from the big man. 2-love.
Let's skip over to the West just very quickly. The Perth Arena, Eugenie Bouchard and Serena Williams, Canada versus the USA. Bouchard got beaten by Safarova in her first singles rubber against the Czech Republic. Williams beat Panetta when they were playing Italy. Tonight, Bouchard pretty comfortably against Williams. So Isner will play Pospisil next. That's all on 7, mate, if you care to watch, or download the 7 Sport app. Watch it on your phone or your tablet. Do what you like.
Well, Sam, he couldn't have dreamed of a better start than this. Everything's gone his way. He's done the right thing. He's attacked at the right time. And what an opening couple of games here. He's got Lleyton's attention.
Love.
Well, back in the day, Lleyton used to love playing the serve volleys that gave him a target, the rafters, the Sampras's. But even he's not used to that type of play coming at him at the moment. Not many players around that are going to mix it up like Sam does. Already a 4th ace of the night, 228 Ks. That is enormous. Make that 5, another bomb from Groth, and what a start. He leads 3-love. Take a look at this service action and look at the power and the drive and the extension from Sam Groth. 5 aces in 2 service games, plus a break of serve. And Fitzy, Lleyton, he'll be a little nervous and a little worried. Not what he would have been hoping for, because he's got a long way to pull this back. He's got to hope that Sam Groth just comes off a little bit and can give him some unforced errors.
Yeah, well, a break is one thing, but winning a match against a great player is another. But you know, Sam's right. I like that attitude that you said he talked to you about. You know, he doesn't have to worry about Lleyton hitting him off the court, because that's not Lleyton's forte. It's not his style. And if Sam, he possesses the power, so if he can take his time and not make too many errors off the ground strokes, Then he's in with a shot.
Well, what's hard here for Lleyton, although he's had a fantastic off-season, he's looking fit, and I know how hard he's trained and practices, but he hasn't played a match since the Davis Cup tie in Perth, which was just after the US Open in September.
But he's a master at that.
He's always come out and played strong, but it's hard.
But he's one of the best I've ever seen to do that. You know, most of us, most players who used to take time off would come back and hit a few balls on the frame, struggle for form and confidence. He comes out and in matches hits the ball right in the middle straight away. He's a special talent.
Super approach. Talk about the Davis Cup, Fitzy. I mean, it was where Sam Groth made his debut for Australia. And you got to think, when you look at what he's playing like tonight, the fact that he's a viable doubles contender as well, that he's going to be at the next tie, which is March 6 to 8. We take on the Czech Republic. You'll be able to watch that live on 7-2.
Good play from Lleyton there. He might as well take the initiative, because if he doesn't, Sam will. But I tell you what, he's hit the tape twice in this game, Sam, with backhands down the line. They go in. It's a different ball game. 40-30.
So Hewitt is on the scoreboard at last. Sam Groth with the break at 3-1. A lot of talk about how big Sam Groth's serve is. Fitzy, talk us through this action.
Well, it's almost the perfect hitting motion, isn't it? Or throwing motion. To me, if you can get your arms and legs and hips in line to form that perfect throwing motion, you can throw with power. But he has the ability to do that, and also he's got the strength, the height and the strength as well. It's really a lovely, rhythmical, powerful motion. But you know, as the match goes on, you would expect Lleyton, though, to find his range a little more. So he'll start to make Sam play a lot more as the match wears on, and that's when the moment of truth will arrive.
One of the seriously improved aspects of Sam's game has been the first volley and the volleying. But still, it will be an area that, like you suggest, if Lleyton can start to just make him play 2, 3, 4 first volleys under pressure, it'll be a real test to see how much they have improved. There's an example there. So Lleyton knows he doesn't have to hit the clean winner. Beautifully controlled down low. Forces the big man to volley up. 15. So there's a first seed planted by Lleyton.
Yeah, and you're right. He doesn't have to pass with power. It's almost harder for a net rusher like that to generate his own speed on the volley from a softer pass.
14-15.
The softer ones dip more. They go down below the height of the net. So you've got to volley up, control the speed and the feel, up over the net and in the court. It's a more difficult type of volley. Hewitt's a master at making players do that.
Super pick up on the half volley from Sam Groth. He holds. He leads 4-1. Cat Rafter Arena and the Fanatics creating a wonderful atmosphere here. Lleyton Hewitt, he's in a little strife early in this match. 15 minutes in, he trails 1-4.
a good play. You know, you're not going to win all of those. I like the play where he actually hits the backhand and goes in probably more, because that can throw throw Lleyton more on the back foot. The chip gives him a bit of time.
But
a bit of variety is not bad either. You give someone a different target all the time, and it creates a little bit of confusion. So good for Sam to mix it up.
Love. Hewitt.
Well, an easy game, love game for Hewitt. He holds 4-2 Groth.
Groth leads 4-2.
Fitzy, plenty of tennis going on around here all week. Just wanted to sing out to all of the wheelies that get underway here tomorrow too at the Brisbane Internationals, the Queensland Open Wheelchair Championship. Some of the Aussies that are on court tomorrow: Adam Kellerman, Henry DeCure, Ben Weeks, and world number 2 Dylan Alcott, all from Australia in action. So worthwhile getting out and seeing how those guys do it. They're inspirational.
Well, so's this guy. 15. He picked that serve. That ball's coming at 187 k's out wide, and he's good enough to see it early and meet it out in front. That's what he used to do to Pete Sampras. It was incredible how he returned Pete's serve. Probably better than anyone, I think. Maybe it was towards the end of Pete's career, but gee, and Lleyton was just coming up, but he used to pick it well.
Good closing. Automatically realised Lleyton was full stretch, and look how quickly he got in to close the net off. That's an improved part of the game.
It is, and I like the fact that he doesn't have to serve and volley every time, because when Lleyton has a target, he's as good as anybody. So Sam at times is going to have to serve and stay back and hit the first one and go in, just as we saw there, and that can get a different sort of vision in line for Lleyton, and he'll drop a few balls short there, and Sam can take the first ground stroke. He'll be disappointed there, though. He won't be happy with that, because that's normally his bread and butter. As good as that second serve is, that's really bread and butter for Lleyton. Can't believe it. Oh, good athleticism. Not sure I've seen Sam look as fit as this. He's moving better than he was here 12 months ago when he made the quarterfinals here.
Well, the confidence of the year that has played out. He's won several ATP Tour doubles titles, cracked the world's top 100, won a challenger towards the end of the season to go with it. So it's belief. You better start believing, because he's got a great lead here in the opening set.
Right, far sideline, ball's called in.
We've got a challenge to wait and see. I've got a feeling it might have caught a bit of the line, though. Caught a solid piece of the line. So it is Groth who holds. He goes ahead, 5-2.
New balls, please.
Thirty-three-year-old Lleyton Hewitt in a little bit of trouble here. Sam Groth has come out right at him. Really played aggressive tennis. Broke Hewitt's first service game. And now Lleyton serving to try to stay in this first set.
30 love. Love. Lleyton Hewitt.
Good move, though. Right move.
He did everything right, really, didn't he? He knows that opportunity was there.
5-3.
So Hewitt's down a break here against Groth, and the USA, they're down a rubber in the tie against Canada. It was Serena Williams getting defeated by Eugenie Bouchard, and now it is Pospisil versus Isner. It's all on 7, mate, if you'd like to watch it, or if you'd like to watch both, why don't you watch one on your phone or your tablet? You can do that by downloading the 7 Sport app. John Isner and Pospisil, they're next in Perth. Let's go back to Lleyton and Sam in Brisbane.
Well, Fitzy, Lleyton just not able to get anywhere near the first point to build a bit of pressure on the Groth service games.
Well, this game, to state the obvious, is vital, though. You win this game, it changes the whole perspective for Sam. If he loses this game, as well as he's played, it's even money than the first set. So, and this game might get tight. Always the hardest one to win, finishing a set off.
15 all.
This is where he does need his first serve.
He's been serving well, 71% of first serves in. 50% though on the second serve. Of points won, that is.
Gee, that's huge. So he's pumped up at the moment. That one, remember the first serve of the match was 209. It seemed like a rocket. That one was 227.
Fastest serve of the match though, Fitzy, 231.
And yeah, but his adrenaline now is high, so he knows the importance of this game, obviously. Oh, what a play. He's done that so often in his life, Lleyton Hewitt. And I'm not sure people give him enough credit for the ability he's got at the net there, particularly on that wide backhand volley that he takes the speed off. He's one of the best I've ever seen at doing it. That's it. He's done that so often. It's won him so many points over the years. Just great touch.
Wow, what a champion, really, Hewitt. He's shown why he is known for his class. They're 2 huge serves from 30-15 from Groth, and he's got them back comfortably and force play.
So when it gets tight like that, those types of volleys you must make. I mean, it was not easy, but it was reasonably routine at this level. Great point.
Good eye from Sam to leave it.
It was a late call from the lines lady too.
No, Lleyton just getting himself pushed too deep into the court, Fitzy.
Look, Sam backed himself there, though. That was, from his perspective, very good to see, because he really backed himself, and he waited, went with the off backhand deliberately, and had the presence of mind to leave the ball when he knew it was out.
Advantage, Hewitt.
He's so good at just keeping the ball in play, is Hewitt, giving himself an opportunity to stay within a point. Second chance to get it back on serve. Oh, wow. Enormous second serve.
Gee whiz. Well, you know what? You've got to understand what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are, and at times in matches you have to take risks. If you're good enough to do it when the time's right, you may very well win.
Oh, that serve's great. This time he just takes a little bit off it and uses the cut, and that ball, that must have moved, what, a good 2 metres after it hit the court. Fitzy, watch here. See it hit the court and take off and just move away from Lleyton. Back-to-back aces gives him a set point. 3 in a row. Serves himself out of trouble and into the lead. Sam Groth in 28 minutes takes the first 6-3.
Love 15.
This is a heck of an approach shot. If you don't hit the ball this well, this low and fast and deep against good players, you're likely to eat it. Work how fast they hit it these days, but that was great. It's still going to be in Sam's favour, isn't it, to keep the points on the shorter side? He doesn't have to rush, but he doesn't want long rallies with Lleyton.
No, definitely not. But he also needs to make sure he doesn't go for something too quickly within the rally. So it's a fine line for him.
Fifteen 30.
He'd be disappointed with that. That's a big miss, really.
Just looking at the stats, Fitzy, and Lleyton sitting right on 50% of first serves in for the match, which is not all that unusual for his serving stats. But the other night did a little interview piece where Lleyton was asked what part of Roger Federer's game would he choose to add to his own repertoire. There was one thing that he could pick, and he said he would take Roger's serve. Not because it was the most powerful serve, but it was the most accurate, the best serve under pressure.
Well, I've got to say, I know it's still only early days here in this match, really, but Sam definitely looks more confident than I've ever seen him. He looks like he does have belief here.
Break point, first game, second set. Oh, and it's a great piece of play from Sam Groth. He was patient, he got the big forehand, and it got the short one, and now he's got the break at 1-love. Well, some of the highlights of the first set, and it was predominantly the aggressive play from Sam Groth, patient, using the power that he's got, then getting into net quickly when he had Lleyton at full stretch.
I think it's one thing, Todd, isn't it, to get a good start and do everything right in the first 3 or 4 games, but it's finishing the set that is really pivotal, and he found a way to do it tonight, and he looks like he's got the look of a young man who's believing in himself. Not easy against a guy he's looked up to, so to speak. Not in stature, but in status, that's for sure, and on the tennis court. So a big night for him. Wow. Another one at 227. Up near his best of the night. It will register the highest on that particular serve, the one to the first court down the middle. That's where a server will get his fastest serve. And that was a world-class volley. You would have been happy with that.
Anyone, yeah, and yourself. The one thing that's happening in this match is that Lleyton likes rhythm, and he's just not getting enough rhythm. He's not getting enough balls to be able to build like that there. So he had a couple of returns like that within the game when Groth served for it. But overall, Sam's doing a great job at just not allowing Lleyton to get any comfort.
What a serve. That's the versatility of the Groth serve. He took some speed off that one. That was only 159. But the work
well, what it did was it really allowed him, Fitzy, here to get so far into the service box to make the volley look easy.
Yep.
Lovely technique.
Game Groth.
He's got Lleyton on the back foot, no doubt.
2-love.
Groth leads.
John Isner's on the back foot in the West. Vasek Pospisil, the Canadian, and he leads.
Canada leads
3-1. Isner held serve finally. The early break to Pospisil, and this is following Eugenie Bouchard beating Serena Williams in the first rubber. So Pospisil trying to make it 2-zip and a win to Canada. We'll keep you informed. That's all happening on 7-2. You can watch it on your tablet or your phone through the 7 Sport app. Let's go back to Lleyton and Sam, Todd and Fitzy.
Love 15.
Wow. Very quickly. We're at a stage in this match that's getting quite dangerous for Lleyton Hewitt. Doesn't want to get behind again in this game.
15 all.
What a fantastic
15-30.
There is Sam Groth's
approach.
Sam, a lot of his mates and friends there.
Well, over in the bottom left of the screen there with the black hat is his coach, Ben Mathias.
Yeah, Brittany Boys there, his girlfriend, who goes to college in the US.
Nets.
I know her parents well.
Do you?
Yeah, so if Mitch and Trish are watching, Mitch Boys in Melbourne, I bet you're enjoying this. Well, that one's a big miss. Because that takes the pressure valve off. And look, over his career, look, it doesn't have to be Sam's forte to rally like a Lleyton Hewitt, because he's got all these other assets. But that's the one he needs to keep in play to beat great players.
That's what Lleyton needs. He needs to get a bit of come on going, get a bit of fire, and let Sam feel some pressure of what potentially he might cause tonight in terms of an upset. Good hustle from Lleyton Hewitt. The never say die attitude is certainly out on Pat Rafter Arena. He's going to need it. He's down a set and 2-1. Lleyton Hewitt making the approach to get the put away volley. Uphill battle against him here. Just points like this, hustle like that, they can be turning points in matches, can't they, Fitzy?
No, they can, no doubt. And
love 15.
You know, as popular as Sam is here, you know, Lleyton Hewitt's going to get a lot of support, as he should. And if he gets back into this match, it'll be much harder for Sam to finish it off. Sam needs to stay ahead now that he's got the lead. He needs to stay there.
Well, to do that, he's going to have to keep the first serve percentage really high. And if he does that, then he should be able to serve his way through. He's serving at 86% for this set, 72% overall.
Well, I think this is testament to how good Sam Groth's serve is. I know it gets a lot of coverage for the size of it, how fast he hits it, but to have a guy like Lleyton Hewitt struggle like this to get it back, that's really testament to not only the speed of it, but how accurate it is.
Well, that one was 222 out wide, Fitzy. That's enormous, because generally their radar's set down through the middle, so when that ball is sort of crossing it, going across that line, it's not an absolute true reflection of their speed. That one is down the tee, and 227 for another race. 3-1 Groth, second set.
Groth leads.
So 3-1 Groth, 4-2 Pospisil. That is in the Hopman Cup. You can watch this on 7-2. Canada versus the United States. Bouchard beat Williams in straight earlier. Pospisil has the break, though, in this, the first set, trying to close out the tie. 2-0 over the US. We'll keep you updated.
Love 15.
Hard to do here, but Lleyton needs to slow things down, I think, because it's going so quickly. We're only 45 minutes in, set and 3-1. He needs to somehow change the control, the speed in between points, but he also needs to try to maybe take a few loopy balls, take pace
rallies
off it, get into some longer rallies, just change the rhythm, because it's Sam who is owning all the rhythm so far tonight. And the luck.
Well, if he gets a bit of that, he'll be hard to beat, no doubt.
15-30.
Yeah, Lleyton needs to make the points a bit longer if he can. Hit a few loopy ones, I think, get the ball deep, not let Sam attack so much. And he knows that Sam, as well as he's playing, he'll think about it if he gets to serve for the match. That's the toughest hurdle of all. Does he go in here? Second serve.
It's worth a risk.
Well, good play from Lleyton there to keep Sam back, but the second court for a right-hander there is not as easy to attack off the serve. I think if that had been 15-40 in second serve to this first court, you would have seen Sam go in. And maybe even here.
Just a little deep. From behind the baseline, he tries to approach there with the topspin forehand that was short. It bounces up, and Hewitt had plenty of time to make whatever sort of pass he wanted then.
I think the right intention, but the forehand approach wasn't good enough, was it?
No.
False.
Wow. Well, less pressure on that one. Because he was down 40-30 here. A little less pressure. If that had been break point, it's generally a bit harder to make, but gee, that's impressive. Look at the strength. Well, Lleyton's favourite serve, really, and I think he's going wide.
Well, that's very wide to stop the chip charge from the backhand, and he is challenging.
Call left service line, ball is called out.
So Sam now is concerned that it was so late, but Lleyton was arguing that he made the call and the umpire didn't hear him, I think. So I think the ball's wide or long, though. Yeah.
Ball stands.
Very big moment now.
Advantage Groth.
Yeah, this is break point for a double break. Too big, too strong. And who would have thought this? Sam Groth has a set and a double break at 4-1 over Lleyton Hewitt. The Brisbane skyline. It's been a beautiful day.
15 love.
And there has been some extremely good tennis coming from the racket of Sam Groth. He fires down yet another ace. 13 for the match, 4 for this set.
Well, the second break was just enormous, wasn't it? I mean, it releases the tension incredibly. With a weapon like this, one break is a lot, two makes it almost fivefold.
I tell you what, I mentioned Ben Mathias, the coach of Sam Groth earlier. He's also coaching James Duckworth. These two boys have played two of the cleanest tennis matches I've seen for a long time. Duckworth, when he took out Gilles Simon in the first round yesterday, 2-2, and then Sam, with what he's playing out here tonight, he has certainly got his boys fit and in form for this summer. There he is in the left with the black hat.
Yep.
Staying calm, collected. Been the best thing that ever happened for Sam Fitzy, because he's a hard trainer himself. He's a big man, the same sort of size as Grothy, and he gets in the gym. He does it all with them. Another ace, love game. 5-1 and a nod from Coach Mathias.
Well, this is a major tennis event, really. I think. I mean, it's you know, our great champion Lleyton, he's feeling a bit shell-shocked, but it's the matchup, it's the confidence that he's run into tonight from Sam Groth, who, you know, in his mid-20s now is really believing, genuinely believing in himself. It's, from his perspective, it's just wonderful to see. From Lleyton's perspective, this is going to be a tough one to take.
Just back to Ben quickly, because I think the light went off eventually for Grothy and how hard he had to work, and he realised if he's travelling with a guy who's not even on the tour, that's working harder in the gym and running and doing more stuff than he is, and he's fitter, then he needs to actually get better than the coach, and that's been a great challenge. And great work ethic by Ben to be able to instill that into Sam's game.
Well, just showing the old fella, just showing Grothy, this is what I've done all my life. The volley here wasn't quite good enough. He goes the wrong way, and that's a simpler lob for Lleyton. He's been a master at that for years.
Yeah, signature shot.
(40-15).
So Lleyton holds, he does what he has to, and that's to make Sam Groth come out and see whether he can finish this match off. It's 5-2, second set.
5-2.
Welcome back to the Brisbane International. Sam Groth coming out to serve with new balls.
Net for serve.
So not only does he have the advantage of 2 breaks and having served at 86% of first serves in for this set alone, Fitzy, and
that's staggering, that stat.
Basically 75 for the match. He has new balls, which is a big advantage.
He got a lucky break there too with a let on the first one. So he got to play that one again after Lleyton had hit a winner. So things going Sam's way, but when you serve this well and with this much percentage,
I said in the open,
phenomenal.
That this is the sort of player that everyone in the draw looks at and goes, oh, I don't really want to play against, because they know how much danger and potential is there. Particularly now that he's starting to improve the volleying, the returning, and the movement.
Mr. Groth, this challenge call, left far sideline.
Yeah, and he's pretty confident, Sam, that that ball was wide. It was called in. He's challenged. And he was very confident.
Balls overturned. (30-love).
Well, the match still under an hour, 57 minutes old, and Sam Groth, chance to have one of the biggest wins of his career here. 3 match points.
Mr. Groth has chance to call. Right baseline. Ball was called out.
Oh, this is interesting, because now if it is on the line, the umpire has to make a decision whether they're going to replay the point or not. Not sure if Lleyton had a play on it. He didn't, and Lleyton has conceded. He will not challenge, and what a match from Sam Groth.
Groth. He sets love, 6-3, 6-2.
Well, congratulations, Sam Groth. That is the best tennis I've ever seen you play. And he will be very proud of himself. Disappointment for Lleyton, defending champion here, but nevertheless, it won't make us look upon him any different than what we do. But that was simply almost perfect execution. As Lleyton leaves, a standing ovation from the crowd here in Brisbane. And he'll be disappointed with that result, but tonight he was just simply outplayed, outserved. Some of the statistics: 74% of first serves in for the match for Groth, 83% in that. 14 aces. Total winners of 30 compared to 10 on the side of Lleyton Hewitt. So he goes through to the second round with a draw. Is not too bad. It's opened up. Lukas Kubot of Poland defeated Kevin Anderson, the 5th seed today. And it is in the quarter of Milos Raonic, who takes on Kukushkin. So he'll be looking positively at that as he's about to chat with Fitzy.
Well, Sam, it seemed like tonight you couldn't really do anything wrong, but the belief just came in waves tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, for sure, and I think it's a real credit to my team. You know, Ben Mathias the last couple of years, and Aaron Kellett down in Melbourne, and you know, a couple of weeks up here with the National Academy and everyone with TA. You know, I've had an unbelievable off season, and you know, on the back of last year, you know, the belief I take out of that, but also the belief, you know, in the work that I've put in. You know, I came out feeling pretty good, and you know, I don't think I could have done much else.
No, you're almost flawless. Look, you're obviously fitter. You look fitter, you look stronger, and your movement is different.
Yeah, you know, obviously I've spoken about it a lot over the last couple of years. I got myself fitter, but this off-season I was actually able to put an off-season where I trained, you know, very specific to my game. You know, it's quite different to a lot of the guys. You know, obviously very different to the way Lleyton plays. So, you know, I was able to do a lot more stuff in the gym, a lot more power work, a lot more repeat effort stuff to help my serve volley, and you know, I felt pretty good out here.
Well, you know, you beat one of the most popular players in our history, but I can tell you after tonight you're going to be awfully popular in Australia as well. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. You know, I have nothing but the greatest respect for Lleyton. You know, he's one of the champions of the game, not just in Australia, but in the world. And you know, he's the benchmark for us when it comes to training at Davis Cup tires and work ethic and that sort of thing. So, you know, for me to get out on court here with him is an honour. But you know, it's for me to actually come away with the win is you know, it's almost a dream come true.
Well said, mate. I know you played your first Davis Cup tie in Perth just recently. He was in that team. He's been inspirational for all you young guys. How hard was it to go against him tonight and finally believe that you could actually beat one of your heroes?
You know, you try not to play the guy at the other end a little bit, and you know, it's easy to say, especially when you've got someone like Lleyton down the other end. But like I said, you know, I've done the hard work, and you know, I really feel like I belong here now.
Well, you deserve it, mate. You belong. Well done, Sammy.
Thanks, Chris.
Well done.
So 27, the boy from Narrandera, is playing his career best tennis in straight sets. He wins over Hewitt, Millman, Duckworth, Groth, Kokonakis and Tomic all through to the second round. We'll look ahead on the other side of the break.